Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot C. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what the messages are with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here. So let's begin and find out what messages come through, what cards come out. So the first card that we have is the Fool card. We also have the Page of Pentacles. And the Moon card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. So the Moon card, we also have some Pisces energy. You could be dealing with a Pisces. So with this Queen of Swords showing up here at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like an energy of being in a space of clarity, especially about being able to be in a space of what you want and what you're going to tolerate and what you won't. And I do feel that with this Queen of Swords, it's also a very wise energy about learning from the past and not wanting to repeat anything that is unwanted within a connection. I do feel like when it comes to the communication, this does feel like having a very clear communication and a pretty straightforward one at that too. I do feel like with this Queen of Swords, this does feel like an energy of really being able to know your boundaries and not allowing anyone to test them. I do feel like that's essential or is an important part in this connection right now. And I do feel that with the Fool card, this does feel like an energy of this person being in a space where they're quite excited about you. I do feel like this does also feel like an energy where this person is in a space where they also feel quite excited about being able to enter into something with you. I do feel like with this Fool card, this does feel like that leap of faith when it comes to being in a space of believing that anything is possible for this connection. And I do feel like when it comes to that, this person is acting from a place of feeling and feeling very positive feelings around this situation. I do feel like this does feel like also a sense of being able to experience freedom when it comes to acting. I do feel like there is a sense of this person being in a space where they're quite positive and hopeful about this connection, and I do feel like they're not allowing anything to hold them back. With the Page of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of considering something that is going to last, something that's going to have a strong foundation, especially for this connection. I do feel like this does feel like this could be the initial stages of being able to build something with someone that's going to turn into something quite solid. I do feel like with this Page of Pentacles that this does feel like a very committed and responsible energy towards being able to actually work towards that goal within this connection. But there's definitely the sense that you have thought about the future and you are thinking in the long term when it comes to this connection. I do feel like this is also an energy about being able and willing to put in the effort towards obtaining that goal within this connection. When it comes to this connection, I do also feel that with this Page of Pentacles, you may be younger than this person, or you may be dealing with somebody who is younger, or is just in a space where they're coming across very youthful spirited, especially with that Fool card showing up over here. I also feel that this person actually admires that side of you that is courageous and bold, and also feel like there's a sense of even admiring a side of you that is very free. So with the Fool card showing up over here, with the Moon card, showing up over here, I do feel that this does feel like a sense of hesitancy when it comes to the sense of emotions. So I do feel like this person may be somebody who does not know how to handle their emotions, or they may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed on an emotional level right now. I do feel like with the Moon card showing up over here, it could even be a sense of anxiety when it comes to the feeling and the emotion this whole connection brings up for them. I do feel like there is a sense of experiencing a stirring of their emotions in this connection, and I do feel like that's happening because of just how much this person feels for you. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician and and we have the Two of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this Nine of Pentacles, this does feel like a very content energy. I also feel that this is a working energy. I do feel like this is also something that does feel like being able to experience success in a career front of things. I do feel like when it comes to being able to put your energy towards anything that means a lot to you, there's this sense of being able to maintain this sense of it being something that matters to you, something important to you, and being able to prioritize it even alongside this connection. I do get that with that Queen of Swords. This is about having boundaries. I do feel like this connection in some way could also be one that does overlap with your work. And with this Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of staying on top of things, even in the work, career, and financial side of things. But with this Nine of Pentacles, this also is a very independent energy, and I do feel like this is also about being able to find joy and contentment in singlehood. So I do feel like when it comes to being able to experience this joy, this contentment, this fulfillment and satisfaction in a career side of things, and the more responsible side of things when it comes to work, that this does feel like this connection is happening at a time where you're really thriving. I do feel like this is also a very attractive energy. You may not even realize it, but it does feel like you are attracting a lot of people being in a space where you thrive. And I do feel that being able to do what you want to do, what you enjoy doing the most, is an attractive energy. It puts out an attractive energy. But with this Ten of Pentacles showing up underneath the Fool card, this does feel like an energy of being able to actually be able to be committed. I do feel that with the Fool card showing up over here, this does feel like a very free energy. And I do feel like when it comes to being able to take a leap of faith, this does also feel like there is a sense of taking a leap of faith towards being able to have something and believing in that possibility when it comes to this connection. But with this Ten of Pentacles, this does feel like further confirmation. And I do feel like with this Ten of Pentacles, this also feels like an energy of being able to experience, to be able to actually win this person over in a lot of ways. I do feel like when it comes to how they feel about you, they do feel quite proud about this connection. They feel quite proud about you. And I do also feel like there is that sense of admiration, even around your ambition, your work ethic. I do feel that with that Nine of Pentacles, this person takes notice. And I do feel like there is the sense of being quite proud, quite fond, about being able to actually be in connection with somebody like you. I do feel like with this Ten of Pentacles, this does feel like a committed energy. I do feel like there is a desire to have a journey towards being able to further commit into this connection. I also feel with the Ten of Pentacles, this does feel like a family energy too. So I do feel like there could even be desire that this person has to be able to have a family with you down the line. I do feel like with the Magician card, this feels like manifesting. And with that Page of Pentacles, this does feel like an energy of putting focus towards the future and thinking about the long term rather than just something temporary or something immediate. I do feel like there is a sense of trying to even manifest something that is going to be exciting, a connection that feels like it is the one. And I do feel like with the Magician card showing up underneath this Page of Pentacles, this does feel like it is very promising when it comes to your manifestations. I do feel that with the Magician card showing up underneath this Page of Pentacles, this does also feel like putting in the work. I do feel that it's putting in the work in a way that nurtures this connection. I do feel like being able to experience experiences in this connection that in turn nurtures this connection. I do feel like that can look like dates, being able to experience a lot of romance in this connection as well. I do feel like with the Two of Wands, this is about being able to make future plans. I do feel like that's quite important for this connection. And I do also feel that that's something that this person actually has thought of. This does feel like this person taking action towards being able to do that with you. And you do feel like with the Moon card, this does feel like there is a sense that this person may be someone who's not as emotional, but this is somebody who is perhaps more practical. I do feel like they do plan ahead. I do also feel that there is plans for the future, even on their side. And I do feel that they're going to be taking action towards those plans with you. I do feel like with this Two of Wands showing up underneath this Moon card, there is a level of certainty that is being brought into this connection. It's happening through this person being able to share the plans with you for the future in this connection. I just still feel like there could also be some travel or some contemplation around being able to travel or take a trip in this connection. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have healing family issues. We have honeymoon. And we have codependency. So this healing family issues, I do feel that this is pertaining to this 10 of Pentacles. This is really about being able to either win over the family, be able to actually get on somebody's good side. And I do feel like that is also something that's happening with this connection. I do feel like this person could be somebody who has a lot of influence from the family on them when it comes to dealing with the relationships. And I do feel like it shows up in the way this person shows up for this connection. I do feel like though there is a lot that this person may be working on or working through when it comes to family. And I do also feel that when it comes to this connection, it could also be inspiring this person in some way when it comes to being able to make amends with a family member. But I do feel like when it comes to being able to get a sense of closure and even a sense of being in a good place and standing with the family, it's important for this connection. With the honeymoon card showing up over here, I do feel like this is that energy of being able to enjoy good times in this connection. And I do feel like with that magician card, this does also feel like being able to manifest those kind of experiences and moments in this connection. I do feel like it is also a sense of being able to experience a lot of optimism around this connection and where it can go on your part. But I do feel like with the honeymoon card that this does feel like a lot of opportunity to be able to experience either going out, being able to actually experience social outings or interactions, and even being able to go on trips. I do feel like with this honeymoon card, this does also feel like it's something that's happening relatively soon, as close as the festival times. I do feel like this honeymoon card also just shows a sense of optimism around your connection. I do feel like that is something that's also lending itself to your ability to manifest in this connection. But with this codependency card showing up over here, I'm getting it pertaining to this moon card. I do feel like, especially on an emotional level, this person may be more so in a space where they need you than you realize. I do feel like this person, maybe somebody could struggle with emotions. And I do feel like that's something that puts them in a disempowered place. I do feel like though, this could also be somebody also dealing with things like addictions and really trying to get a hold on that or work through that in your connection. And this could be something that at times affects the way this person shows up. I do feel like when it comes to this codependency and this Queen of Swords showing up over here, that there is something this person can learn from you. And I do feel like there is the sense of being able to actually experience this connection as stabilizing for this person. And I do feel like it's like you have a good impact on this person, and it is something that this person may need to work on their own. But I do feel like there's something quite supportive of this person's healing journey of being able to get there through this connection and the influence that you have over them. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.